Hey Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel, The Radiance in You. We are doing our daily activation. Today is day 29 of our daily activation of new love and new wealth. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. If you have subscribed to the channel, thank you for returning. If you're new coming into the space, we have done a daily activation from the beginning of December until end of December to let go of the 9 years cycle that you have. We have just finishing up now and entering into a new year one. So these activations are intended to be confirmation and affirmations of what you have been doing as your daily practice or your soul journey, practices in your soul journey. And they are not quite predictive in nature, though sometimes we get supportive or messages from the higher up to guiding us to do or move in a certain direction, which I am sure you have found helpful. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment with your unique journeys if you feel called. Do let me know if these have resonated, and that way also these messages can get out to more people who are feeling alone or devoid of hope or feeling alone at this moment. So this is a way we build a community which is showing up for each other, showing up in love, showing up in support, and can bring in these activations to each other by true sharing and through holding space for each other. That's my intention as well. So let's see what wants to come up for our activation today to build or deepen faith. And delays and disruptions and doubts or lack of self-belief because we are not seeing results on our paths. These are pockets when journeyers on deep soul journeys feel alone, feel loss of faith, or suffer in their own corners. And some of these community spaces are supposed to activate heart energies and bring one out of those spaces. Okay, they all are coming. Actually, they're not all coming in reverse, but anyway, there are no reversals on these ones, so I'm just going to put them in the straight order. So our opening portal energy from this deck is Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. Excuse me, I nearly had a blockage in saying generosity, so that could be indicative of something to someone. Or if you're not feeling the universal generosity or your own going to others, so maybe this is a message to hold oneself with patience, with more heart energy, deepening in love, where you are facing loss of love or loss of faith or loss of hope in experiencing generosity of the universal energy for you. Well, that is just one message, but if you do have experiencing any kind of blockage, because I almost didn't speak the word, but the message is of Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. So you should be experiencing all this beautiful green energy with the rainbow energy, with the Merkaba, with the light green energy right at the center of that beautiful universal energy supporting the opening of the heart chakra right now. So if you have been experiencing any blockages to that extreme supportive energy of your heart chakra opening, then I hope you find supportive community or daily practices of your own to do the magic, to do the activation, to practice mindfulness, to do physical exercises and other somatic experiencing exercises to support that kind of opening of the heart chakra energy and unlock your own heart energy, both to receive and to give to others around you. We have the divine metrics, interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidences around you. So look around to see what is happening around you or what is not happening around you, to tell you stories of what is being obscured from you or what is being allowed to you, so that you have a better understanding or better alignment. As much as the rational mind may not want to agree or give in to that surrender that the divine asks of you, and that is okay too, because in our human journeys we have excuse me, excuse my scratchy throat today. um, in our divine journeys, we experience our likes and dislikes and our conditioning from an early period to shape us, to shape our identities, to make us who we are. And so if you are going through, and I'm sure many of the viewers of this channel are going through a deep journey to leave that to leave that conditioning behind, to allow unconditioning, to find your own voice, to find your own identity, to that identity is more your authentic self, with the aligned with the divine purpose. So in finding those, we are often asked for sacrifices, we are often asked to let go, and so things are denied, opportunities are denied, people are denied, relationships end, and many of those don't make us feel good. So sorry for that. My scratchy throat was just disturbing me today, so I don't know if that's any of you are experiencing that, but it could. I mean, definitely, I myself have been traveling through a lot of these endings and new beginnings. So if that is of any indication to you that the connectedness of your inner space, of your sacral energy to your throat chakra could be something you are doing at this point. But anyway, take it as it resonates. So we have the divine metrics, the interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidences as an opening portal. It's beautiful. So you may be experiencing this coming around you energetically, in more subtle ways, if not in a physical, tangible ways right now. And then in the last place we get the Holy Grail, and this is also has been an energy that had been consistently showing the presence in our activation sessions. So finding the sacredness with the universe, with the cosmic source within you, becoming whole to that inner, connected to that inner space, which is never extinguished. So inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. So if you have been seeking a lot outside of you, either through a situation or a person to come and complete because you have experienced splits within you or unintegrated emotions or selves within you, where you may be wanting to polar opposite, or you may have a tendency to like both, and you have taken your journey to integrate both. You have now reached the space of the Holy Grail. You are what you seek. So what you are seeking outside is within you, and you're finding, coming to those spaces of accepting that and connecting to that inner light, inner Holy Grail within you. That has a beautiful and powerful heart energy, spiritual energy, and the Holy Grail. If I also see the heart energy, the upper chakras, the third eye is the crown chakra, and also solar plexus energy with that powerful yellow energy. So it is coming together of the higher chakra energies for you, opening your heart energy. And so that once that happens, you also then are able to bring it down. For most advanced spiritual seekers, often the challenge lies in crystallizing and giving shape to your knowing into physical forms. So when your higher chakras are, upper chakras are activated, and they have basically found the light body activation through the higher chakras, then you are more easily able to integrate them and bring them down into a descending form of power, into forms of expression that you have been wanting to experience or express yourself as. So this is a good upper opening portal to have as a daily activation. And oh, okay, again we have a heart energy, higher heart activation. So this is, the higher heart is basically our higher self that is about able to experience unconditional love and presence, which is what the Holy Grail is. Your heart is healed, divine love, dropping shields. So when you have this energy and your heart chakra is opening, and you have been on this journey for a while, you may also be experiencing, for some of you, may not be true for all of you, you may also be experiencing anger, or not quite feeling the expansiveness of this heart chakra opening, because it's almost like something that had been dormant or coiled at the bottom opening up, because this is our ultimate capacity. The higher heart activation comes even with the word activation. When this is activated in your heart chakras opening and unlocking with divine God incidences, with the Holy Grail presence, it may feel unfamiliar because of the conditioned limitations we have experienced in life, or human life usually experiences or operates within. And so it is almost like a clash of the limitations when the dam door is now opened, the gate is open, and there is nothing restricting the dam water to flow uninhibited. And that level of love activation within your heart, higher heart, where you're experiencing your Holy Grail self, may feel unreal, surreal, or not comprehensible to the human mind or to the journey you have had so far in your physical life, physical world reality. And so you may be experiencing either an anger or a resentment, or the regular way you have been used to operate within a limited framework. And when I say this limited framework, not in a negative or positive connotation, but just as is, like we can only strive for ABC, and when ABC doesn't happen, I am limited or I am denied. And that kind of expressions, or that kind of limitations, can throw us into anger. Let's use this deck to see some of the current energies we are embodying. Give me a moment here. Take a sip of water. Okay. Let's see the energies we are embodying at this moment of almost the last but one day of daily activation. I'm sure we'll find other forms of reading. But for now, today's activation, what are the energies that we are embodying? What is helpful? And this card was upside down. What is helpful, what we are embodying, and a higher message. Let's draw those from this deck. Okay. I'll just put it here, here, and here. Okay. So we have rest and rejuvenate, partnerships and alliances, obstacles and challenges. And all these cards today we drew, and we have fertility. The base of the energy is a major arcana with the possibilities of new creation, fertility, like the Empress, with all kinds of heart activation. That definitely, this is what kind of drew my first attention. We have the heart's target, heart chakra opening, and it exactly is that energy in the base of the energy. So that's available to us, but these are minor arcana cards. So it seems to me from this spread that this is the energy, there's this place of what is we are embodying, or anything that is helpful or challenging, and a heart and any message, higher message that we need to see, what could help us move to the next space. And it definitely seems like there are minor and energies which are not major. That's why we didn't draw any major arcana. But there are obstacles and challenges you may be moving through, and partnerships and alliances is at the center. So this is the supportive energy, but to arrive here, you may be needing to pay attention to obstacles and challenges and not lose heart, and believe and connect back to the interconnectedness and synchronicity, God incidences that are surrounding you now. So the obstacles and challenges may be from your mind. Your mind has been overactive and not letting you drop into your holy grail I am presence. The what you seek is seeking you too. That level of absolute integrated faith and integrated self, where you know what you are being inside is what you're doing outside. That level of absolute surety basically does not bring this kind of obstacles or challenges. Or maybe because you are reaching there, you are able to turn this into your corner or into your advantage, and you have now the obstacles and challenges do not frighten you anymore, because you are able to drop into your higher heart activation. You can see the divine plans behind it, have more patience or have more fortitude in bringing in your hope and holding on to it as you seek, as you become what you seek, and what you seek becomes you, and that alignment is achieved. There is a message, either you are embodying this rest and rejuvenate in nature, connection with nature, to create these partnerships and alliances that are yours in your corner, in the center of this spread right now. But if you are experiencing obstacles and challenges still, then maybe the guidance, I want to draw more cards from here, and we'll see how we navigate that. Actually, I want to draw a card from this deck only to see, has the viewer who is tuning in still facing obstacles and challenges, or it is okay. No, new beginnings flipped over. A lot of cards fell out, so I want to shuffle one more time. So maybe you have gone through obstacles and challenges to find your new beginnings. It flipped out in that form. I will shuffle one more card out to see what is that obstacles and challenges in the higher message space trying to tell us. One interpretation is that you have overcome that, or you are overcoming obstacles and challenges in your environment within you to find your new beginnings, and that kind of aligns more with the Holy Grail and the opening of your heart chakra sanctioned by the divine God incidences. But you either embodying this, or you're guided to rest and rejuvenate, to bring in the partnerships and alliances and not focus on the obstacles and challenges, because your new beginnings are here. Let's draw one more card to tell us what is that trying to tell us. Okay, choose wisely. So, obstacles and challenges, new beginnings may be difficult to come or hasn't yet quite appeared in your world because you are having to make choices based on your soul alignment. And so, if you're making choices out of your habitual patterns, those are probably coming as obstacles to your new beginnings. I cannot read much into individual situations because this is a collective energy, but that's what I read in this space. So it is available to you, new partnerships and alliances. But for your new beginning to come in more tangibly, there is a guidance to choose wisely what direction you want to go at this point of your, crossroads of destiny. So that's the message I get from here. But with such a powerful opening portal, the new beginnings is the only, and they all came in upright situation. This is the only major arcana which is positive to see new beginning. The rest is all minor energies moving through you at this point. So just pay attention and you will arrive at your new beginnings. That's how I interpret and see these energies today. Let's see what energies we receive in activating new love, both in a personal and a larger partnership alliance way, community and jobs way. Okay, and then one more card. Okay. Dance of the Planets, the Ancient Ones, the Pearl Threaded. There is an energy of waiting. There is an energy of cosmic plans at play. You are blessed and you have the protection and the guidance of the Ancient Ones, which is also the opening portal energy. And so Dance of the Planets basically ask you to look at what is happening at the cosmic level. Of course, if you're into astrology, you can read into the dance of the planets in a literal way, but otherwise, if you're not into that, it suffices to know that the bigger movement of plans at the cosmic level is guiding your personal plans at this moment in love. So it'll feed into it. Maybe another's life journey needs to fall in place with yours, and that another, maybe one person or maybe a larger, the plans of your family members, plans of people you work with, or the plans of family members of the person you are inviting in as a love partner. So that is at play at this moment. The dance of the planets is impacting your individual plan in a positive way, probably, but it'll fall in place with it comes under the heart chakra opening. So it probably could be happening for another who is energy is coming towards you, and you are inviting and opening your heart to receive that. So that's at play. You're guided, and with again comes under the divine metrics and interconnectedness and synchronicity and God incidences, partnerships and alliances. The Ancient Ones guide your love at this moment, are blessing you, and you are tuned in directly with that cosmic consciousness and larger heart, bigger heart activation at this moment. This last card actually does again reinforce this message of the interconnectedness, the pearl threaded. So you see two pearls are threaded by a common thread, and that tells you that with whom you have soul contracts in love, you are bonded by this common thread. And so, if you have traveled at a faster pace on your soul journey and another hasn't, then for that to come together, we need the divine plan to bring it together. And that's when the physical manifestation of that relationship comes into being. Because if we are at different paces or different evolution on our soul journey, that part, even though we are connected by this thread, um, we will need to be doing that work within our own shell, the pearl's own shell. But even when you're doing that, you're still connected with the thread. So this is neither to confirm that or suggest that you need to wait for someone, or you need to like have false hopes or live in illusion. It's none of that. It's just to say that when you are in your own journey, in that journey, you are still connected with another in this one, but others in similar threads. That's what we call soul groups. But when this comes together, because the journeys have a merging point, and maybe that is happening now, it'll become tangible in the physical world. But up until then, the divine orchestrates how this thread keeps two different pearls threaded together until they can come into one more tangible relationship. So there is an element of patience, there is an element of coming together, there is an element of overcoming obstacles, maybe in the physical world of material wealth, maybe even in the new love. And so it is all under a divine portal of Holy Grail level of integration and wholeness. So it is beautiful, but it may be testing your patience. And we do have the cosmic butterfly as the base of this deck, which is the new journey, which is the new opening, becoming the butterfly from the chrysalis is a journey which needs patience. And patience is a word which creates a lot of triggers in people based on where they are in their journey, how hard they have been trying to go from one phase of their life to another. But as much as we don't like that word, as much as we like that word, the reality of transitioning from one phase to another has that phase. And it is somewhat in play, at least in this reading today of the activation. And we did talk about it very briefly. So if you feel guided, you can go and check that out for yourself about the square of Mercury with Saturn, which is basically all of our thoughts and perceptions and self-talk, and how we express what we think of ourselves, and everything that Mercury represents. And so it is in square with Saturn. Saturn is the planet of structure and manifestation in real world, and how it expresses in a tangible way. So there is a resistance, and that resistance creates delays or miscommunication, or not exactly finding expression in the way that you think is not coming into a structured expression. So that opposition may be at play here at this time when we are doing this. It may be, since I am not deeply into astrology, I would not be able to comment on that. But in today's activation, I definitely do see a need or a call to dip more into our intuition, into our wisdom, to connect into this God higher heart, to choose wisely, to find our new beginnings, and to allow and recognize this dance of the planets guided by the divine, to see that we are threaded with the ones that we are trying to bring in love and in partnership. But it may take time, and that divine timing is the North Star, right? We all wonder about divine timing when we are on our journeys. And a helpful suggestion for that is finding surrender, as difficult as it sounds, but surrender again and again into a divine plan, relieves some of the burdens we carry on our shoulders, in our minds, because the mind has the capacity to hold on, while a surrender allows to relieve oneself of that burden we carry in the mind. And then we had spiritual union at the base of this deck. I kind of forgot to bring this up. And that base energy is again part of the same energy we have through the different decks. The higher heart activation is also like the cup being filled, and both of them can partake in that, the divine joy and deliciousness of love and union that is around them. And it's also the meeting of the higher chakras, the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. And they can drink from this beautiful cup, which is also looks like this holy grail. And since it is also come from this deck, choose wisely. So the underpinning energy is of spiritual union within yourself, with your higher self, maybe with another, since we also are activating love, partnership in love. So that is a base energy available. Since this is all minor arcana, except for the new beginnings, which is the firm foundation, which is the absolute cosmic energy available, these other energies, as you rest and rejuvenate and focus on choosing wisely and allowing the obstacles and challenges to pass through by strategizing, by planning, by holding on to patience and surrendering, you will be able to tide through these in coming times. That's what I see. I am going to end this by seeing another card from the Crystal Oracle and see how we can crystallize, how we can shield this energy with an activation today for the viewer, for the collective who is tuning in, how to bring the love and the new wealth energy, an additional message on top of the guidance we received. How do we anchor this energy and ground ourselves on this day of activation? Okay. Melt into divine desire, Goddess Pele and Lava Stone. Oh, this is a very powerful and beautiful stone. I personally have used this and love it. I don't know if any of you have any personal connection. I'll be happy to see in comments if you feel like sharing. But so there is a guidance for you to delve deeper into your desires, into what you truly want. And that includes your sacredness, connecting to your inner sacredness. We also have that guidance here. And when I say about sacredness, it is not devoid of the physical world reality, but it is more the guidance to what you want to manifest in the physical world reality, right? Like if it is a divine desire, unlike, some how do I best put this? Some teachings kind of allude to the fact that desires are not good, they are corrupt, or they lead you to false ego, false acquisitions, and greed, and all kind of vices which take you away from your center. But the reality of a deep feminine wisdom and feminine energy activation is to see what are your true desires, which is not superficial, which is deep inside you, which is your sacred space within. And if you are able to tap into that inner desire, which is divine desire, you manifest what you are seeking inside, outside of you. And that is the meaning of what you are, what you seek. It's not every superficial or every temporary or it's every passing thought or emotion. It is what you are ready to be born again and again for. There is something within you that you love it that much. You call it passion, call it divine desire, You will know when you get into that space of how you connect with that level of desire within you, no matter what comes and goes in your life. And that activation of that divine desire is the way to bring this together for you, the viewer, today, in spite of maybe obstacles, in spite of delays, in spite of, or maybe that waiting and delays sometimes will let things fall away, because we do have new beginnings, choose wisely, and obstacles. So when we kind of tap or connect deeply into divine desire, many things you may be wanting or holding on to, or out of conditioning, or out of habit, or out of fear, out of insecurities, or anything that is not connected to your holy grail self and your divine desire, might find the time and the space to fall away without you having to do much. So that is at play through the God incidences and synchronicity, in this spread and in this activation series today. So we are going to just end today's session with, let's see if there is an invocation uh, for us to connect into this. It is the last card of the spread of the deck. So that, if that speaks something, the last card of this deck, and also we have new beginning starting at 0. So maybe, there is a continuity to manifest our new beginnings when we go into this level of what is our desire that has remained after we have done all kinds of releasing and letting go and leaving behind what doesn't serve. Okay, we bring you, so I'm reading from the book now. We bring you the empowerment of melting into divine desire. There is a time and a place on the spiritual path for detachment. The ability to step back and perceive from a neutral perspective can bring great clarity. There is a time for the mind to become clear and peaceful and open to divine guidance, even if that means temporary loss for greater long term gain. There is also a time to melt into divine desire, to allow your passion to motivate and inspire you to attain great progress on your divine life journey, where less fervent longing could not. Desire does not have to be a distraction from your divine path. It can be a way you discover what has meaning for you and what you feel strongly enough about to never give up on. Beautiful. So that's very powerful, actually. And it connects, in my sense, it definitely connects to becoming the Holy Grail. You are what you seek. You cannot attain that level of sacredness, connection to your inner sacredness, and bring from the outer world to your world through manifestation of what you're seeking, then also is seeking you. That integration happens when you have found your divine desire so fervently that you will never give up on it, whether it's love with for a person, or a kind of relationship that you want in your life, or what you want to do for your expression, a business, or a job where you have a leadership role, or where you have a like a innovator role, whatever feels like that divine desire, or you are a singer, or you are an artist, you want to express and you have been withholding, or you have been doing a more mundane kind of job, now you want to step into a leadership role where more people see you. Whatever it is that you have held as a divine desire, or you want to become a mother or a father, or raise a family, or you want to travel the world because you actually love connecting with communities and learning from their spiritual practice or their cultural practices. There is something that will be at the core. Remember, there can be more than one thing. So I'm just giving, mostly the common examples. But that desire is not a distraction on you becoming the Holy Grail. That desire is key for you to find your new beginning, that no matter what, you will not give up on this. And that is the activation for today. That connecting into, and if you see, it's like the melting, the lava stone, basically, it's the volcanic matter which melts and turns into this golden red. And nothing is more, nothing signifies the melting desire more than that color. So, the embers that are there in the fireplace after you have burned the logs and the fire went out, and those burning embers remain for the longest time there, and it doesn't go out easily. So whatever is those embers for you in that golden red light is your gateway to becoming and finding your Holy Grail. So it's a beautiful activation. It's a beautiful, powerful session. And I hope you have found something to take with you, sit with you, and especially if you need to rest and rejuvenate and allow things to come to you. This is what you hold on to. This is what you keep with you. And I hope it remains with you in your individual journey, whatever it signifies for you. So thank you for being here. And we are going to do this activation one last time tomorrow. And I will also close my personal readings at the discounted rate tomorrow. So we'll see in the new year what form these readings and sessions will take, how they want to find expression for the collective, and what kind of one-to-one sessions I'm able to offer, or all of you need. If you feel, any of you who has been watching this, and if you feel there is a resonance, there are certain things that resonate more than others, and you would like me to focus on that, please leave a comment, and I will be more than happy to take it into consideration as I plan for the new year, and what services and offerings want to come true. Take care. Bye bye for today.